Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what are people's opinions about you. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. We have three piles to choose from. Pick whichever one you are most drawn to. So for pile number one, we have Strawberry Obsidian with the Ace of Wands. For pile number two, we have Honey Calcite with the Queen of Pentacles. And for pile number three, we have Lemon Chrysoprase with the King of Swords. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. So hopefully by now you have picked a pile for yourself. If not, you can pause the video. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this Ace of Wands card with the Strawberry Obsidian crystal, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what are people's opinions about you. So please be aware that this is a general reading, only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you happen to find yourself resonating with these messages, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle your cards. Let's see what comes up for you. Okay, so firstly, with the Ace of Wands, people have this opinion about you that you're very sexy, very hot, very good looking. Whenever I see Ace of Wands in a reading, it just means a lot of people are attracted to you. A lot of people find you very hot, very sexy, very attractive. And a lot of people would love to be with you, would love to tell you all these compliments that they have in their head about you. Okay, the Empress. And the Empress is also a card of beauty because the Empress is ruled by Venus, which is the planet of beauty, love, all those beautiful things. The Empress energy is with Venus is somebody that's very aesthetically pleasing in their look. Then we have the Eight of Swords. We have the King of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Lovers in the reverse. So, as I said that with the Ace of Wands, not Ace of Swords, sorry. I saw a vision of a scene from The Hot Chick. And basically the main character and this other woman that she's best friends with in the movie, kind of like play this game with each other. I don't know if it's a game, but they kind of have this little thing going on where they sing a little song, and I don't know how it goes exactly, but I saw it in my mind's eye. But they're basically speaking about how um they won't I don't know if it's like okay for me to say, but like they won't give themselves to a man in that way, like in the bedroom way. They're still in high school when they sing the song. So watch that scene if you feel called to, but I kind of get the feeling that although you're sexy and hot, you are hard to get, and that confirms it here with the Eight of Swords. It's like it's hard to get you. Maybe you play hard to get. Maybe it's just hard to get you in general. Maybe you're hard to impress. Because with the Seven of Pentacles at the back of the deck, when people want to pursue you romantically with the Lovers here, it kind of feels like they have to put in a lot of work. It kind of feels like you like to take things slowly and see where it goes. Maybe you want to grow something real and genuine and not just have somebody want you for the physical passions and lust, if you get what I mean. So there is this internal conflict here where a lot of people think that have this opinion that, it must be so nice to have so much beauty and so much attractiveness, regardless of your gender watching, because you always attract attention from others. But it must really be hard not knowing who is only in it for lust and who really has a genuine love for you. And that's what I'm getting from that scene, but also the Lovers in reverse. I hope this reading's not controversial, but It is what I'm seeing, so I'm gonna be honest with what I see. But with the King of Wands reverse, it's like you don't want just like a man or a person. I think there's a lot of women watching this pile with the Empress here, but you don't want a person to just want you for the passion, and you don't want it to be something short-lived where you just feel stuck, when you don't feel like you're fully being valued or loved for who you are as a person. So that is how other people see it looking in. Like, it must be nice to have that beauty where you get to attract people your way and have people look at you all the time. But it must be really hard knowing who's genuinely feeling something for you and who just wants something from you. So I'm going to pull some clarification cards to find out why this is their opinion. So why? Clarify the Ace of Wands, please. We have the Five of Pentacles. Clarify the Empress. We have the Page of Pentacles. Some of you are single mothers. Um, And people have this kind of opinion about you, if you resonate with that, that you're very strong, you're very independent to be able to do this all on your own, that it must be very hard to raise a child or multiple children on your own, but that you're very strong for doing this and that you're going to be a good role model to your children. That you're very nurturing, that you're a good mother or mother. Maybe some of you are single fathers, if you resonate with that. Three of Cups reversed. Judgment. And Ace of Swords reversed. Okay, so maybe the reason why certain people have this opinion is because maybe for some of you, you've experienced certain people in your life kind of come in and lie about their intentions, and not give you actually like what you need emotionally, but just try to almost like get something from you, but not actually coming with the purest of intentions. Because I sometimes see the Ace of Swords reverse as like lying, not telling the truth, not being genuine with your words, saying one thing but doing another with your actions or meaning something else. So with the Three of Cups reverse, maybe some of you have been put in third party connections or have been made to feel like the person goes to other people and you're the second option. I'm not saying you are, but maybe you've been made to feel that way. And with Judgment here, it's kind of like people aren't judging, but they are looking at what has happened, and it's almost like they're feeling very bad for you for what you've been through, if you do resonate with that. But they're also feeling like the person that did that to you, it's not okay. It's kind of like they're side eyeing that person. That's what Spirit's showing me clairvoyantly. Like they're judging that person for being dishonest with you. Um, and if this hasn't happened to you, then maybe some people have had this happen to them where they're kind of like judging it from their own perspective, if that makes sense. Okay, so what I also see here in terms of people's opinions of you, I see that they think you're very creative. The reason I say so is Ace of Wands is the point of creation, but also the Empress. We see her creating a baby in her stomach. So it doesn't have to represent literal birth, but birthing something new or creating something new. If you're not creative, then you could be creating something new in your life, wanting to manifest something in your life that you don't necessarily see yet. With the Five of Pentacles, you haven't necessarily gotten results yet, but their opinion is that you are never stuck, even if you don't see the results yet. Because if you are at the place where you're still beginning, that's where all the passion comes in with the Ace of Wands. That's when you really like get to learn about whatever you're doing with the Page of Pentacles. And even if you're a beginner, oh, it's 11:11. Even if you're a beginner, if you truly believe in yourself, it will become a reality. And if you push away those doubts in your mind that tell you you can't do it, that keep you stuck, then it will hold you back from actually making that become a reality. But if you continue to believe in yourself and continue to learn and grow and continue to nurture this dream, then you can make it a reality. So people see your potential, have this honest opinion of you like having a lot of potential to create this into a reality, but they may think that your lack of belief in yourself or your self-doubt holds you back. Whether that is true or not, that's just their perspective of you. For some of you that relate to being creative, maybe you have moments where you really feel inspired and passionate, and then you also have moments where you have creative blocks with the Eight of Swords, where you don't really know what to do and you don't feel like you can create anything with the Five of Pentacles. Um, but people think that people's honest opinion of that is, if you resonate with that, is that maybe you need to kind of like get out of your head with the Ace of Swords and kind of go do something with people to get you inspired again. Because sometimes when we think too much, we stop those creative juices from flowing. And that's just from their perspective. Because I've certainly had times where I didn't have any ideas, and then I'm kind of just chilling with my man, and let's say we go out and we have a lot of fun, and then I have a brilliant idea come through. Sometimes we need to get out of our environment we're always in and see new things to get those juices flowing, or kind of like watch other people that have made it to their success to help us kind of believe in ourselves more or get inspiration flowing. Or sometimes we maybe need to listen to other people's music or look at other people's work of arts to get inspired. So their honest opinion is that you're not alone in this, and that there are people that will support you by helping you find that inspiration. And the reason why they think this is because maybe they've learned about this on their own. So maybe this would be people that are also creative that had to learn through this. Because that's what I'm getting with the Page of Pentacles. It's like I've already learned this. Judgment, I've already taken the wisdom from this, from my own experience. As I say that, I feel my third eye growing bigger. So it may also just be an intuitive kind of knowledge for you to take in from their perspective, from things they've already learned. People have this opinion of you going back to your attractiveness, your hotness. They believe that you have no insecurities at all, because they don't see any flaws with you at all. And this may just be their perspective where they don't see maybe what you've been through in life or how you felt about yourself. Because I think most people have dealt with insecurities. It's a pretty normal thing. But when we look at other people, we don't always see the things that they are insecure about. We look at them and we kind of put them on a pedestal. If you look at a lot of celebrities, some of them have gone to interviews where people have asked them, have you ever felt insecure and things like that? And they open up about that. And when you look at those women, they're so beautiful and you think, how could they be insecure? It's kind of like that energy where people are looking at you and they're being like, this person's so attractive, how could they ever feel insecure? So even if you haven't dealt with that, that's just the message I see. Okay, I will say some people do project a certain image into you, people that don't know you, and they think you're a little bit of a heartbreaker or someone that has like someone that doesn't want to commit in love because you can attract anybody, but I think they're projecting that onto you from a place of jealousy. And the thing is, even people that are attracted to us can feel a sense of jealousy and insecurity, where it's like, let's say somebody's attracted to you and they project this image onto you because of your looks. um there is a little bit of insecurity coming through as well, where they're projecting that onto you because it's like maybe they're feeling insecure and thinking you wouldn't ever date them, and then they're projecting that onto you. Do you get what I mean? So don't take that personally, but it's what I see, and it's because they have their own insecurities to deal with. I feel like I'm done with these tarot cards now, so let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards to get more information on anything else we can get for you. I'm hearing the word tiger, so what is the tiger spiritual meaning? Let's see. So it represents strength, courage, fearlessness, commanding respect, and admiration. So that is how other people see you, as very powerful, captivating, and you have very sharp senses, a heightened awareness, and intuition. And it guides you to trust your inner wisdom. So that's people's honest opinion of you. Okay, so spirit guides of pile number one. What are people's opinions of them? We have earth magic in the reverse with fearlessness, removing obstacles. So I do think that people that know you or know your experiences have seen that you've had a lot of obstacles trying to keep you stuck, or you felt stuck due to obstacles that were in your life. But maybe in the past you did feel a lot of fear, but you learned to face your fear and have courage with that tiger. It's funny that I heard tiger and then we see fearlessness here, so it makes me think maybe you had to overcome your fears, face your fears, and not let it keep you stuck in your mind, okay? Then we have balance, stability, and standing firm. With earth magic in the reverse in balance here, it kind of makes me think that maybe you were not grounded at some point because of your fears, because of the things holding you back, the beliefs you had, the thoughts you had holding you back. But you learn to sort of balance yourself and be a little bit more stable. You learn to be a little bit more grounded and calm your nervous system down. Stand firm and true in what you believe in. You've learned to firmly believe in yourself as well. And even if you falter at times or feel like you're not balanced at times, people can see that you've truly grown in that area where you feel a lot more secure in yourself. That's what I see. We have harvest with gathering of blessings in the reverse. So people might see that, okay, maybe you feel like your hard work hasn't paid off yet, in terms of wherever you're going, but you are going to get blessed for that if you continue to go towards the things you want, if you continue to have passion towards it. With the Five of Pentacles, you may not have those physical results in your hands yet, and you may feel stuck due to that with the Eight of Swords, but people almost like want you to keep going. That's what I'm getting from the horse here, to keep going. And your guides also want this because the guide card wanted to come out here with the illuminated path. So I feel like the path you're on, it's like people's opinion of that is you're meant to be on that path. They see that it's you, you know what I mean? You're staying true to yourself and you're following your instincts. You're staying loyal to yourself and not letting any thoughts, negative thoughts or like worries hold you back or sway you from your goals. So people see you as a very ambitious person, and that's their opinion of you. Very strong as well. So this is what I have for you. It's 11:22 as we end off, so that may be a significant angel number for you. And we also see 44 here. So I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this honey calcite crystal and the Queen of Pentacles, and this is your reading, we're going to be taking a look at what are people's opinions about you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you happen to find yourself resonating with these messages, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So the first thing I'm getting from your pile is, you bring out insecurities in some people because as I connect to the energy, I feel a wound in my solar plexus. So I feel like you trigger insecurities in people that don't know their worth and people that are already insecure in themselves. Um, yeah. Why? I don't understand why. Maybe with the Queen of Pentacles here, it has something to do with your career or where you're at in life, the hard work you've been doing. Let's see what comes up. So, what are people's opinions of pile number 2? So, we have the Page of Wands. We have the Emperor in the reverse. I see, I see. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Swords. I feel one more card, the Moon in the reverse. I'm just gonna put it here. I also feel people honestly like think you're very lucky. Whether you see yourself like that or not, I kept being drawn to my green aventurine crystal on the other side of my desk. I'll show it to you. But it looks like this and it brings in luck. So that's why I'm saying luck, because my eyes kept going towards that crystal there. And with the Queen of Pentacles here, maybe people think you've achieved something great within your career, or if it's not that, they think that you have the potential to get there with the Page of Wands. Like, if you continue to take action towards your dreams and goals and desires, you will get there. People also have this opinion about you that you almost seem perfect to them. There's nothing about you that they can put their finger on where they see you as somebody that would lie or hide something about yourself or be deceitful with the Moon in reverse. I'm kind of getting like you're an open book. And you're even open about the struggles you've gone through in life, which is very like wow to people, because a lot of people are scared to talk about the things they've been through in life or the struggles they've been through. Maybe some of you speak about mental health and the things you've been through there, how you've overcome anxieties or fears of your own, or maybe even depression, because I am seeing something like that, or something about healing a father wound as well, or just a family wound you've had. And I do also think that maybe you've had certain people in your life that have tried to control you. So, people have this opinion of you that you've had people in your life become very controlling of you. I'm not sure why, but it's what they think has gone on. Going back to how people see you as quite perfect in a way, they see you as somebody that has your life together. They see you as somebody that has balance in your life. And they have this opinion of you that you're very grounded and down to earth. Yet at the same time, it's like how you're grounded and down to earth. You don't put too much value in the things you achieve or the material things you have or achieve or gain or are going to gain. But you still appreciate it. You still have gratitude for it, but you're not materialistic or superficial or anything. You have this grounding, peaceful type of vibe and energy that people love. Yet at the same time, you can be quite optimistic and you are quite exciting to be around. Yet you also know how to balance that out. You know how to have fun. Yet at the same time, when you need to put your head down and work, you know how to do that as well. So it's like you have this amazing balance in your life. You balance out your social life, your work, everything. And it's like people look at you like, wow. I'm serious. I'm seeing people look at you like, wow, how does this person do this? People see you as very much that type of person that needs routine to feel in control of your reality. Maybe you're that type of person that likes to plan, that likes to organize, that likes to be clean, or have your environment be clean and organized so that you can be absolutely focused on what you need to do, but also just feel at peace. People think you have gone through anxieties of your own, but you also learn to ground yourself and not let those anxieties take you to a whole nother place. Okay. because when we're grounded, when we're in the present moment, we're being here, we're not thinking about the future of what could happen next. So I think you've learned to ground yourself and really find your own internal peace, even when the worries are kind of like, or a tornado sucking you in, if that makes sense. That's what I'm seeing clairvoyantly. And you haven't let your fears hold you back, is what I'm seeing. Or at least you try not to. That's people's opinions of you. People also think you're very real, is what I'm hearing, because when I look at the two wolves here, they represent duality. And I'm kind of getting this vibe with the moon in reverse. It's like you don't hide anything about yourself. Because the moon upright is something hidden, right? The moon reverse is making me think of not hiding anything about myself. Like I'm being my true self. I'm being an open book. I'm telling you everything about me, even the things I'm not proud of. So I feel like you can mention the mistakes you've made in the past and how you've learned from it and not feel like you need to hide those things. So it's like you're very open, you're real, and that's something people like about you. People have this opinion of you that um in a lot of times of your life you've had moments where you felt like you were drowning in your own emotions. I'm seeing Alice in Wonderland when she cries so much that the whole room fills up with tears and she has to be in that teacup or like a bottle or something like that. I don't remember exactly. Um, but as I'm looking at this moon card in the reverse, it kind of looks like the light is shining towards her underneath the water from this angle. So it kind of reminds me of like even when you're in the dark, you find the light at the end of the tunnel and you swim back up to the surface after feeling all those emotions. So it's making me feel like people have this opinion of you like yes, you've been through tough times before, but you haven't let that break you down or stop you. You always try to see the light at the end of the tunnel. People also have this opinion of you that maybe sometimes you have a hard time trusting yourself of what decision to make because of fears of like if I make this decision, what will happen? And sometimes it's taking you a very long time to decide on something because of the fear of what might happen. But you have gotten a lot better at this, is what I see here. Well, you are getting a lot better at this. I think you're learning to trust your instincts and your intuition more and follow your heart more and just like make a decision without worrying about the outcome. So, why do people have these opinions about pile number two? Clarify the Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups. So, the reason why people think you have achieved something or have the potential to achieve something is because you're someone with big dreams and goals. This is my pile of dreamers. Okay, the Seven of Cups is at the back of the deck. You probably have many things you want to achieve in this lifetime. You're probably multi talented, or you have multiple things you want to dive into that you want to achieve for yourself. Um, and the thing is, your dreams are never too big. You rarely reach for the stars, and that's how people are seeing you. And the fact that we see a flying pig here makes me think like you dream of what may seem impossible to others, but you make it a reality with the Queen of Pentacles. Because the Pentacles is like very physical. You take action towards it. You don't just dream about it, but you make it a reality. Even if you don't see it in your reality yet, people see your potential. And that is their opinion of you. People also think you're very loyal, you have a great heart, and you really care for your family and the people around you, the people closest to you. So, why do people have these opinions about pile number two? Please clarify the Page of Wands. So we have the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords was behind this card. So I see it as like even when people try to, when you have a very big dream and people almost project their own fears onto you, and they're like, yeah, but how will it happen? There's so many people that want to do that. I'm sure a lot of you have gotten that. I've gotten that too. Which is why even when I started my YouTube channel, I didn't tell anybody I was going to start this, because I knew there would be people that would be like, "Oh, there's so many people that want to try it. What makes you think you're going to achieve that?" So I feel like you had people do that to you, but you didn't stop believing in yourself. You continued to feel passion towards this, hold on to this dream of yours, and take action towards it. And I think it is starting to pay off, or it has already paid off, or it will pay off. This decision you've made to continue going, regardless of what people are saying, because it might not even be true. It might be their truth, but it's not yours. And I think you took the leap of faith, anyways. Okay, the Emperor reverse. Why? Clarify this. The Wheel of Fortune reverse. So people think you've had a lot of good luck, but this is going to sound contradictory. But you've also had unlucky moments in your life where you've been at the wrong place at the wrong time, around the wrong people, where maybe they tried to have their control over you or play games with you. So, although people see you as very lucky, there have been moments in your life where you have been pulled into um, things that weren't very great for you, things you did not desire, things that kind of like, how do I say this exactly in words? It felt like it was not meant to happen. Whatever this happened, whatever this was that happened to you, it felt like a disaster, or um an accident, or like being at the wrong place at the wrong time. It feels like we go through something and we didn't expect to go through this, or plan or prepare for this. It feels like we trusted the wrong people, but it was not our fault. So it kind of feels like that type of energy where it changed us in a way we don't like. So how Spirit is showing this to me is, when you go through something traumatic and it changes you, and you somehow lose your light in that moment, you lose your hope in that moment, um, but then you get it back. So Spirit is showing me something like that, where this whatever happened to you has changed you in some way, and that's people's opinion of you. We have death and rebirth, and I totally relate to this. I feel like this is my pile because I relate to everything that's being said here, not intentionally, but yeah. Death and rebirth. I feel like you've gone through a rebirth or transformation and tried to find your own inner peace through your struggles, tried to find balance through your struggles. Um, and you try to look at what this was teaching you with the Hierophant here. But since the Hierophant is in reverse, I don't think this was meant to happen with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, because Wheel of Fortune upright is fate, destiny. When it's reverse, it's like just a circumstance that happens that is not in our control. The Hierophant reverse means that this was not a lesson, but you took it as a lesson and you learned from it. Um, from whatever your struggles were. So people look at it as you really found enlightenment from that, even though it made you feel like you were at the top of the stairs and it knocked you down to the bottom of the stairs and you had to start all over again and climb up the stairs again. It made you kind of more wiser, if that makes sense, whatever this experience was. That's what I'm hearing people's opinions are. And you found your sense of happiness and joy through healing from this, or um maybe not healing, but coming out on the other side, you found your happiness and joy again. It's like people saw you lost your spark at some point, but you gained it back with the Page of Wands. At one point, maybe even the things that once made you happy weren't exactly fulfilling you. But I keep seeing that you gained your spark back. You eventually move forward. So I feel like people see you and your story as inspiring when they're going through dark moments of their own. They think back to your story and it kind of gives them hope that even when we go through dark moments, we can come out of that and grow from it, become stronger, and find our spark again. I'm hearing that TikTok sound that's like, I wasn't feeling like myself, something like that. Um, but I'm starting to feel like me again, something along those lines. So that could be relevant to you. Okay, we have deep emotions in the reverse with unknown feelings, past life influences. Some of these people you had connections to that were controlling. I think this is your spirit guides coming through with their opinion. They're saying that they well, they see that you had karmic connections to these people in past lives and you didn't know why you felt a certain way about them. But the reason why was because of past life influences. So they could have deceived you in past lives or done the same thing to you in past lives. And now in this life you stopped it from happening. You took yourself out of that situation. Okay? I'm hearing auburn hair. Maybe someone here has auburn hair. We have sacred action with decisive focus and courage in the reverse with strength, fierceness, family, as well as healing the heart in the reverse with the power of self love. And we have twin flames at the back of the deck with soul partner, eternal connection. So I do feel like maybe some of you were in a connection. There's two scenarios here. So maybe some of you were in a connection where you thought this person was your soulmate or like a twin flame, or you thought it was meant to be, but it turned out that maybe this was a karmic. And I understand the misconception here if you resonate with that. Especially I see a lot of clients come to me and be like, "Oh, I had a relationship with this person and they just caused me so much trauma and I stayed with them because psychics told me it was my twin flame." Often what happens is, I don't know why some psychics do that where they have that misconception, but sometimes some psychics will think they have a twin flame that they're with and it's really just a karmic, and then they mistake it for a twin flame. And then when they see those signs of what they're kind of going through in their relationship in a reading, they think that other person also has a twin flame. That's just at least my opinion on that. Might not be true. But I've seen that happen a lot. And also, when we have a past life connection to somebody, I can attest to this. I had a karmic connection. I didn't think he was my twin flame, but I felt like I knew him before, and it was a very magical feeling that was unexplainable, but I just felt like I've met him before. But that relationship was so bad, so karmic. Um, so it was not good at all. And sometimes we mistake certain relationships for soulmates or it's meant to be because internally we feel that inner knowing of like, have I met this person before? I feel this deep connection to them, but I can't explain why. But sometimes that deep connection you feel isn't always healthy. So I feel like some of you learn to get out of that and heal your heart from that. You found self-love after that. Maybe in that moment you were in that connection, it didn't feel like you had the courage to leave or had the self-love to leave, but this is people's opinions. But you did eventually get out of that and focus on yourself, focus on your healing, focus on your self-love. For others of you, I see another scenario where you were in a karmic relationship, but then you found a twin flame or a soulmate after. So take it as it resonates, and people can see the result of how maybe in the past you didn't have that self love, but maybe now you do because you're choosing better people for you, or even if you're not in a connection where you believe it's like a twin flame or a soulmate, maybe you're just choosing better people for you, and people are seeing it as like a divine, beautiful thing that you're choosing yourself at the end of the day. I mentioned tiger in pile number one, and there's a tiger here. So if you were drawn to pile number one, please go and watch it. only if you were drawn and if you feel called to. So, with sacred action, decisive focus, I feel like you've also learned to put your head down and focus on the things you want to achieve. Focus on your dreams, your goals, and think, how can I make a plan for it to become a reality? I can't just sit here and wait for it to happen. I need to make it happen myself. So you decided to really take action and focus on this, have tunnel vision towards this goal or dream. And people are starting to see how inspiring this is. Maybe it took a lot of courage. Maybe at first you didn't know if you could put yourself out there like this and actually take action towards this dream. But it seems like you're very fierce. It seems like you're very strong and courageous. Even if you yourself look at yourself like, oh, I have a lot of fears, I don't see myself as courageous, other people see you as courageous. And the reason why this card is in reverse is maybe because you weren't always this way, but you became like this. That's how I'm seeing the energy just intuitively. And I mentioned something about family, like you really valuing your family, loving your family. Um, but maybe since it's in reverse, for some of you, it's different where you left your family behind because maybe you had toxic connections to certain family members, and it did have to take a lot of courage to do that. So this is what I see. These are people's opinions about you. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number threes. If you chose this lemon chrysoprase crystal and the King of Swords, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what are people's opinions about you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you happen to find yourself resonating with these messages, then please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. So we're starting off your reading at 11:55 on the clock. That may be an angel number that is significant for some of you. Okay, so let's shuffle your tarot cards, spirit guides of pile number three. What are people's opinions about them? We have the Three of Pentacles. I'm getting a weird message that I don't know if I want to say. I feel uncomfortable getting this message. Okay, so I'm gonna use keywords. If you understand, you understand. If you don't, then okay. But I can't say it in a vulgar way because of YouTube. Okay, this is really weird. I've warned you in advance, but it's the message I'm getting. If you're a man watching this pile, there is something about women finding you very attractive. I'm seeing like a woman kind of like undress you with her eyes and like bite her lip or lick her lips. Of course, there doesn't just have to be straight relationships here, but um straight people here, but I'm seeing this message for men. So it doesn't just have to be women looking at you if you're not straight, but there's just something about the eggplant they think of. If you know, you know. And I felt a sensation as if I was so down there. If you know, you know. Um, so the size of the eggplant, they're kind of like imagining about. Weird message, but it's what I felt. So sorry. We have the Ten of Cups. So I feel like people do see you as very attractive, pile number three. Maybe even regardless of your gender, and they kind of fantasize about you, what it would be like to be with you in that way. Two of Swords. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Three of Swords reversed. So, okay, let me just analyze these cards for a second. If you have any tattoos, people really like your tattoos, and they want to know like if there's any story or meaning behind it, or if you just liked it. Because I'm very drawn to her tattoos, and she has one on her arm here. Okay, people have this opinion of you that you're very intelligent, you're very wise, smart. The reason I also say wise is because we have an owl here, which represents wisdom. People see you as a very diplomatic person, right? Where you know how to be fair. So I feel a heartbreak in my heart chakra now as I say that, which is really interesting because we have the Three of Swords reversed here. I don't feel like people have been as honest or as fair to you, even though you've tried to play the game of life fairly with people. You've tried to be diplomatic, you've tried to be fair, you've tried to be honest, you've tried to follow your morals. But some people just don't have the same morals as you, or don't follow their morals, or aren't fair or honest. And that has really hurt you because you felt like you, and yes, you did deserve that honesty in return. So, as I say that, I'm hearing a song that's like, Can We Be Honest? I don't know who sings it, but my boyfriend plays that song in the car sometimes. It's like a man's voice. So, yeah, maybe you've had people kind of deceive you and it broke your heart and you had to heal from it with the Three of Swords reverse, because Three of Swords reverse is about heart healing. And maybe it took a very long time for you to heal from this. It really disappointed you. And for some of you, I even feel like you could have felt deceived by family members you trusted. The reason I say so is because I feel a pain in my right rib. And to me, the ribs represent family. Don't ask me how, but spirit, I'm clairsentient, so that what that means is I feel energies in my body, not bodies, in my body. And spirit basically has like a language with me, just like we have inside jokes with our friends, where like different parts of the body mean different things. So to me, spirit communicates with ribs to me as like family wounds when I feel a pain there. So for some of you, you even had family wounds you had to heal from. Now I'm feeling something in my right palm, like a pain. Don't know what that means. The right hand is giving. So maybe you felt pain for like the fact that you were giving them love and honesty and loyalty, but they weren't giving you that in return. That's just my perception of it. Okay, so let me know if that's true or not. But these are people's opinions of you that, you've tried to do this, but people just didn't give you the same thing in return. Maybe even tried to manipulate you. Okay, people have this honest opinion of you that you're someone that works smart, not harder. I love that. I love that so much. It's like you don't want to burn yourself out with the work you do, but you want to do your work intentionally. And you're great at working in a team of people. Maybe these are your coworkers' opinions of you, or people you go to school with, their opinions of you. They think that you know how to take action toward your goals with passion and motivation and make it become real. And even when you have challenges that are standing in your way or obstacles, you continue going and you have your eye on the prize and you're consistent with the Knight of Pentacles. And you're decisive. You know what you want out of life. That is people's opinions of you. And it is going to reward you in life if it hasn't already. Um, because you know how to work smart, not harder. And I love that for you, pile three. With a Ten of Cups, I feel like people see you as the type of person that may want a family of your own, or if you already have kids of your own, people could see you as a good father or mother. Um, I feel like there's more men in this pile than women because of the man here. But yeah, I feel like people see you as a family orientated person, and maybe you didn't have the relationship you wanted with certain family members, but you want to change that. Either if you have your own kids in the future, you want to change the way you were raised and raise them and give them what you wanted but didn't receive. And for others of you, you're already doing that if you have kids of your own, and people think that's so beautiful. that you're breaking those old cycles and creating new traditions for your kids, if you want kids, of course. Again, going back to the decisiveness, people see you as very decisive. People have this opinion of you like, I know what I want and I'm gonna get it. So, people see you like that. Let's get the why behind this. So, clarify the King of Swords why. Okay, I just had a bunch of cards fall on the floor. Just give me a second. Okay, so you have the Nine of Pentacles. You have justice, which is what I was saying. Like you move through life with honesty, with you're very diplomatic, and that's what justice represents. Like you're very fair and balanced, and let's say you're having a conversation with two people and those two people are fighting. You can see both sides and kind of like be that mediator to people, which is why people think you're very good at working in teams with people, because you know how to work with people, you know how to see both sides to it, and find the common ground. So people think you're an amazing mediator because of that. People think you would be amazing in law because of that as well. If some of you are lawyers, that won't resonate with everybody, but I do see that. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse. And maybe some of you are even very good at um not arguing but debating with people and giving the cold hard facts, which is why a lot of people see you as like you do very well in law. I don't know why that's coming through, but maybe that's a message for someone here. Maybe someone here wants to go into the law career but you don't know yet, and maybe that's a sign if you resonate with that. But I don't think that will be for everybody. Six of Wands. It's funny how the amount of cards was six, and we have six here that we need. Like, that is crazy that all these cards fell on the floor and it's the exact amount we need. So we have the Six of Pentacles and we have the Knight of Wands. So you always look for harmony and balance. And it's like you try to not let your emotions get in the way of that. And people see you as a very generous person, and you give intentionally to your work as well. Like you are intentional with the amount of energy you put into your work, with the amount of energy you put into your relationship, with the amount of energy you put into your physical health. So you know how to have balance with all aspects of your life, and that is what I'm seeing here, where it's like I'm not just putting all my energy into my work and neglecting myself or my physical health or my relationships. So that is how people see you in their honest opinion of you from just watching you. Even if you don't see that yourself or think, like I try, but I don't feel like I'm doing that well there, people see it. So congratulate yourself. I think because you have this decisive energy of knowing what you want, people think it's going to lead you to a lot of success, because a lot of the times when we're complacent or when we're too indecisive, we're wasting time and we're not making a decision. And that time we're wasting isn't making money. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but I'm hearing that. Like, that time we're wasting isn't making money. So I feel like because you're so decisive, you know what you want out of life. It's gonna get you far, and that's people's opinion of you. Or it has already helped you in life with the Six of Wands. It has already helped you achieve certain things for yourself because you're straight to the point and you know what you want. People also think you're very forward, straightforward and honest, and you don't sugarcoat things. So if somebody's going to ask you for advice, you're going to tell them facts. And, if they can't handle that truth, then so be it. They asked for that advice from you and you gave it. So I feel like Spirit is telling me, let's say somebody shows you something they've made and they want your honest opinion of it. You're going to be truly honest with them, not in a way where you're criticizing them, but you see their potential and you want them to reach that potential. So you're going to tell them the truth, so that they can grow. You're not just like a yes man, if that makes sense. That's how people see you and their opinions of you. For you, it's very hard to get bored with the people you love. Like, you can spend hours, days with them, and you'll still be excited to hear their little stories or to spend time with them, which is why people think that you really have this true love you give to people. Like it's a genuine love you give to people. And the reason why people also think you have healed is because you look a lot more content and happier with life right now. If you were previously discontent with life, people could see it, and people could see the change in how you are emotionally right now. It just shows for itself. People also think you are going to get very far in life in your career from your intelligence, or you have already. Okay, so I think I'm gonna pull some oracle cards and then after that we'll end off. So it's 12:12 on the clock. That could be an angel number that is significant for this reading. So your card is Death and Rebirth in the reverse, Darkness to Light. Then we have Divine Masculine in the reverse with Electric and Active Power. We have Sacred Gratitude in the reverse with Reverence, Appreciation, and Prayer. Power over Difficulty with Reclaiming Your Power. The True Love card wants to come out in Miracles. I'll just take it. Tenderness, True Love, Compassion, Miracles, and Ancient Wisdom. Okay, so why is Divine Masculine in the reverse, Spirit? I'm hearing that if you're a man watching, you're comfortable within your masculinity. There is no toxic masculinity here where it's like you feel the need to prove yourself. You don't have much of a big ego. And a lot of people like that about you if you're a man watching. If you're a woman watching, you know how to balance your feminine energy with your masculine energy because we all have feminine and masculine energies within us. Research more into that if you'd like to, but that's what I see. With Sacred Gratitude in the reverse, it's not that you don't feel gratitude for the things you have, but this card is reminding me of something. Um, I never read this book, but my boyfriend read this book and was telling me about it, and he was like, was it a book or something he watched? I don't really know. But he was telling me like about rich people's mindset versus poor people's mindset. And I'm not trying to be controversial here, but this is just what he told me from what he read or heard. But Spirit is showing me that. So he was basically saying with rich people's mindset, they have this mindset of, it's never enough. The money can run out, so I need to get more. With poor people's mindset, this is not me saying this is just me repeating what he read. They think that, okay, I'm content, I have enough, so then they don't work for more. So maybe you have that mindset of like, yes, I have gratitude for the things I have, but I want more. I want more for myself. I want to continuously grow there. I don't want to just stay stuck in one place. And it's not like you had to pray for these things and wait for it to fall into your lap. No, you actually went after it and made it happen. And that's what I just feel intuitively from this card. Um, and then with tenderness, true love, compassion, this is what I said before, how it's like you give the people you love a true love, like a true, genuine love, and people can see it. People can see you have a good heart. People can see that you have compassion and empathy for people that are maybe going through things that are very difficult in life, and you want to help and support. Okay, so maybe you've been through difficult moments yourself, so you understand and you can put yourself in other people's shoes when they go through it. And when other people are going through difficult moments, it's like you always have wise words to say that make them believe miracles can happen. Why is death and rebirth in reverse, Spirit? I feel like some of you went through a dark night of the soul. You went through dark moments in your life, but you didn't let it turn you into a villain. So, Spirit is showing me, you know how in some movies the villain turns into the villain because of all the pain they've been through. But with you, it's like you didn't let your pain turn you into the people that hurt you. You didn't let your pain turn you into a villain, turn you into a dark person. Instead, you let it rebirth you in a way where you're still the same you, but you won't stoop to those levels of like revenge or anything like that. You're not letting, other people's hard hearts turn yours cold and hard. Like you're keeping your heart soft, even though you have been hurt. So I feel like that's what this card represents for you. So I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.